not being heard in a relationship. Men and women have different requirements for this. We tend to think in our culture and the way we've been conditioned to believe that being heard is using words. It's actually not. And this is not just my opinion, it's based on scientific research. So men and women have very different requirements here. For a woman to be heard, she needs to feel a man's presence, his absolute focus, his absolute attention coming from the masculine state, which is a state, again, that we don't see in our culture all the time. So it's very difficult for men to know how to be in that state. And women are intimately aware of masculine and feminine states. They understand when they're in the masculine, they understand when they're in the feminine, and they understand when their man is in either of those two states. And the feminine state in a man is a state of uncertainty, a low level of energy, a low level of focus. And without that being present, she's going to feel misunderstood, not heard, and not appreciated. For a man to feel heard, he needs to feel appreciated in the relationship for the things that he does. Men very much enjoy doing things. And from those things that they do for their families, they often focus in on that. I'm working hard, I'm fixing the fences, I'm mowing the lawn, I'm taking the rubbish out, I'm cooking, I'm doing the laundry, I'm making the beds. Why don't I get appreciation for her? Yes, she appreciates all that, but not in the way that he requires. And often men feel unappreciated in a relationship because they're doing all this stuff and she never seems to be happy. These are words we hear all the time. Equally, for him to feel that he has respect from his wife, appreciation is the first step. The second step is that she follows his advice. He follows his direction. Now, that's a difficult topic, right? Because sometimes his direction is going to be wrong. And we need to learn how to communicate through that. And some people go, oh, men have just got a big ego. No, this is an inbuilt need that men require. Why? Because in evolutionary terms, and these things are still built into us in terms of our nervous system and how we react to things. From an evolutionary point of view, it is an absolute requirement for a man to feel respected. If he's not respected, he's not part of the tribe. If he's not respected by his wife or his partner, then what that means is she's not going to follow him and the tribe is not going to be safe. And this is built in. How do we know this? Because there's research that backs it up and we've experimented with it in our own events. And we've dealt with thousands and thousands of people in the United States and in Australia. And every single man goes, yes, I want to be respected by my partner. And so without these needs being met, where we get to is in a relationship, we're going to feel unappreciated. When these unmet needs go on for years, that's where we get to the point where we're considering divorce as a solution to a communication problem of not conveying these needs properly inside a relationship. These things are critical. And if you have an issue going on in your relationship right now, a discovery call with us is a great way to clean this up and understand how you can change around and why it's necessary to do some work on your relationship. It's absolutely critical, in fact. You work on everything else in your life. You maintain your car, your house, etc., your finances. Why don't you maintain your relationship? Why don't you spend time, energy, and money on the most important thing of your life that's going to provide either peace in your life or absolute chaos and distress in your life? Book a discovery call with us. If you haven't yet, please follow us as well.